Hey, bro, I got a great question for you.
I've been tweeting about this too much.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think black women hate white women?
I don't know. They do, though.
They hate y'all with a passion.
You know what I think it is? This is my anecdotal
They think
outlook on this.
They think they're inferior.
I think they see themselves as being inferior, and they're not as pretty as white women. That's why I think, and because the white woman is like, I don't know, it's like the pedestal of greatness for women. I don't know. Maybe it's coming from my because I'm black. Because
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
But
what we've been taught. like when I was a kid, I grow up. My older brother say, "Hey man, y'all not too dark. Y'all might can get y'all a white one." He used to say that shit to me.
Wow.
he said that.
He said that shit when I was like 12. It's like, and then you see all these white men going overseas. A lot of people, like in Thailand, they all have white husbands. It's like a status thing for a lot of people. That's why I brought up the question about a lot of these black men start dating white women, become successful and rich. They always go to a white woman. I think a lot of times
The black men want them because
other
it's a status.
cultures see white people as a status symbol. I made it. Look, I got a white wife.
Well, if you look at dating app stats, it goes Asian women are number 1, white women are number 2, Hispanic, then black. And so
I would put Hispanic tied with white women. I would put, well, I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say something racist.
Well, black women black women are dead last.
yeah, I mean, but it kind of correlates.
They're like last
but
in everything.
It
though.
correlates with the obesity stats too,
Yeah.
though. So
I think you can correlate it too. Is not because black women. I find black women they are beautiful. It's just a lot of baggage comes with it. Their attitudes are messed up, and a lot of times, like I've been in a relationship with white Latinos. The only woman that when I get in a serious argument with, and they put their hands up like they want to fight, is a black woman. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that.
I got a true story. My first wife was black. She used to beat my ass. I'm not even joking.
I used to come over there.
Shut up. Let me tell my story.
Well, let me just share my perspective. I used to come over there, right?
Okay.
I said, Keith, man, you got scratches all over your face like you've been fighting a damn tiger. I said, this black bitch is going to kill you. She said, no, man, I don't want to leave her. I love her. I said, that bitch is going to kill you. And I was very concerned, but he couldn't see it.
I was in the Marine Corps at the time, and one day we got into an argument. I would never hit her. I would just get her, shake the shit out of her, and then she called the cops. I'm going to tell them you hit me, right? And she's screaming, doing all this. Then the next door neighbor say, hey, what's going on over there? I'm calling the cops on you, right? Cops come. And I already ran into these cops a few times because there was always a disturbance at my house. The cops get there, and this one black cop, I said, look. He came to me and said, she's claiming you hit her. I said, look, if I hit her, she'd be knocked out. She would have bruises. She would have marks. I said, I have not touched. I said, look at my arms. Look at my face. I said, I'm just trying to defend myself. I never hit her not one time. Look over her body. If you see a bruise, okay, I'll say I did that. But it didn't. So he went down there. He talked to his white cop friend. And then I could see him. I was upstairs, right? They was down there talking to that crazy black bitch I was married to. And I could see him talking. And then they looked up at me like this. Oh, we taking her to jail. Because she didn't have no marks on her or anything. And she was so vindictive, she was trying to get me arrested.
Women are more abusive than men. If you look at one side, most abusive relationships, they're hitting each other. But if you look at one-sided abuse, I think it's 70% women.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people live to believe that it's more men that's more violent than women.
well, that's because women lie, and that was another realization I had on my show. It was every time a girl said she was essayed, raped, or I don't know if you could say that on YouTube, so I would say, but essayed, raped, or abused. I would ask like a couple questions, and like one story that comes to mind is one girl said, "Oh, he threw me down the stairs," and I was like, "Okay, so like." Walk me through exactly what happened. Because they always bring it up and then they don't want to talk about it. Why'd you bring it up?
Yeah.
So I was like, no.
Say he threw your ass down the stairs.
So, because I'm like, someone might know who he is. So if you're going to say that on a public platform, what happened?
Right.
And so then I came to find out that she was trespassing. She wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
So I think he was just trying to get her out. And I'm like, wait, so you didn't live there? And then she's like, no. And I'm like, and he wanted you gone. He told you to leave. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, then you're trespassing. And this happened to me so many times. Like every time a girl would bring it up, that I was just like, you can't believe women ever, huh?
Yeah.